Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm back for another show. As I said, I'm gonna start doing more shows because last time I was ill and I couldn't pump out more shows. So I'm gonna give you guys a treat. And also now I'm actually monetized, so I'm gonna do some more do at least one members video this week, do you know what I mean? Which will be on Gert Muller. Do you know what I mean? Famous German footballer. He was a baller. He was a baller. When I read out his stats and they on the members show, you'll see why I say he was a baller. He's just unbelievable. So there should be a members video this week on Gert Muller. But as I said, so listen. Before I start the show, please like and subscribe to the channel. Like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with friends and family. It helps me to bring you content like this each and every time. Okay. We have passed the 2K mark. We passed the 2K mark. So I've got to say love to all you guys and there for all your support since I've actually started doing this. So love to all you guys. If you want to sort of like donate to the channel, you can hit me up with a super chat. Do you know what I mean? It's not compulsory, but if you want to do that, donate to the channel and be kind, you can hit me up with a super chat, okay? But most of all, enjoy the show, okay? Now I've got my co-guest, I've got a co-host in the background, but a guy that's gonna be rocking with me, not only on this show, but he's gonna be rocking with me on the Red and Blue show tomorrow evening as well. Okay, so I've got him in the background. Chelsea OG in the building.
Yo, big up you, man. I hope I'm coming in clear and sound. But yeah, man's here. Happy to be here. Another addition to the channel. How are you doing, man? I love the background, bro, and the beat as well. Just got me in the mood, bro. The intro's sick, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, listen, I'm all right. I mean, listen, I was ill last week and week before I was ill, so I wasn't able to pump out sort of like
Mm.
shows. And plus, my parents are sort of like they haven't been feeling well as well, so I've been obviously looking after them,
Oh,
doing.
bless them, man. Bless you as well, man.
Now you got to be done, man. Family first, my friend. Family first. You know what I mean? Because of them, I'm on the earth. So listen, you got to show your
100.
appreciation. You know what I mean? So doing that. So I haven't really been able to, excuse me, pump out as much shows as I want. But now things have kind of got down to normal still. So I'm just gonna hit off the show still. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Next couple of weeks till Christmas, fam. Just try go hard.
Yeah,
Even if it's late, just go.
I'm gonna do sort of like a members video this week as well. And I'm
Yeah.
definitely one of them still. Got the boy himself in the
Got
back.
my brother.
Yeah, Wolfman, big up yourself. This guy is a good guy, man, and he's a good friend of
Proper
mine
sound like.
and a good friend to the channel. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome.
Big
All love
up.
and respect, man. How are you?
Yep, you're in the house.
I am. Thank you to Big Unks for having me as well. First time on his channel, and I've been looking forward to talking with him and meeting him as well because he's always a sound guy. Big up Uncle Rodz as well. Drop a little super chat for him. Sign up a little membership. Big up this guy, guys, because he works hard and
Hmm.
he's a very nice and sound. Always a top atmosphere in his chat as well. There's never any beef or silliness. Grown thing, grown thing, grown thing.
Yeah, you know that, King. You know that. So listen, let's do this show. Let's do the show and talk about the show. I mean, and guys at the day, everyone in chat, if there's any questions that you want to ask us, you know what I mean, sports related, you know what I mean, fire away, and we'll do our best to answer them. Do you know what I mean? I'll just fling it around the table. You understand? But listen, it's no secret of like what happened to Everton this last week. Last week. I spoke about it a bit on my in length at the day on my show on the weekend on a debate show. So guys at the day, if you wanna see that, go back and check it out and for that. It's on YouTube, panel debate show. It was me, Famar from Sideline Football Show, and Brian as well. We were just chopping it up. So go over and take a look at that on the replay. But yeah, so what I want to do in a day, obviously, is to get you guys' thoughts. Get your guys' thoughts on the situation was happening with Everton, and do you think it's fair? And then that sort of like the likes of Man City, and then they have not been touched yet. Have not been touched, but yet, and they've literally come down hard and fast on sort of like on Everton. Do you know what I mean? As if they didn't have enough rows as it is. And also no disrespect, but there is rumors about Chelsea as well. Like
of course, we're up there, man.
Yeah, what I mean. And like because I'm like this at the end of the day, right? If my club's doing wrong, I want them to get prosecuted. You know what I mean? I'm transparent like that. Do you know what I mean? If my club's doing wrong, listen, you got to pay. You know what I mean? You got to pay.
Pay the piper, man.
You got to pay for what you do, because at the end of the day, rules are there to be sort of like, to be abided by. You understand what I'm getting? So, what's your thoughts on it, Nas? What are you saying?
As you just said, you got to pay the price, and it seems like Everton are not the type of team that will pay a price, man. I mean, there's two types of rich people in this world. Most of them are rich people that don't want to lose money. Rich people, they don't want to lose money more than me and you don't want to lose money. And then there's the 1% of the rich people, they're like, oh, money doesn't have no value to me. Like, Man City's got that guy and then some. Just the lawyer fees apparently are more than Everton's last 3 years of transfers. Like hundreds of millions in lawyers playing that. There's a big difference, and they couldn't pay the price. And even the way Leon Osman tried to make it seem was like, Osman tried to make it seem like they tried everything and they were going to get some kind of mitigating circumstance. And I feel like FFP, if it is to teach people lessons, it's to teach smaller teams lessons, really. And it made an example of Everton, because the only other time I remember, I want to say they were small, to be honest. Leeds, when they got financially effed, the great Leeds that had Oliver Duke and Kuhl and Ferdinand, etc. They got relegated. That was a bit, FFP was started. The idea of it started from then. It was like, we can't have teams losing millions and millions. And unlike a normal company that goes bankrupt and then disappears and all that, football teams, when they go bankrupt, they don't disappear. They might change the name, like AFC Wimbledon, whatever they're called now, but they made it so that small teams do not mess about financially at all. They're like, you guys, you're a millionaire. They're all multi-millionaires. Like, no, we can't own. I don't think any owner is worth less than 50 million of any Premier League club.
Yeah.
So they don't want to lose that money. They don't want to lose no money. And they're not willing to cover these astronomical fines, etc. They'll just claim bankruptcy, whatever they can do. I'm not paying that. But a team like Man City or even a Chelsea, who already paid, I think we have two of the biggest fines in UEFA and FA Cup, FA, because of what Abramovich done. And we also have the mitigating circumstance, which Everton really don't have that. They can't. I was like, what are they going to say? Usmanov beforehand, Russian money. I don't know what they maybe it still doesn't come out, but they definitely got a slap, like not a slap on the wrist, a slap on the back of the neck. But it's not a game ender. It's not a season ender.
They got a judo chop about a slap. They got a judo.
Bro, they're not even bottom of the table. I thought they'd be bottom.
They're not far off though, are they?
No,
I thought they'd be bottom though. I was like, what? How are they still up there?
The only reason that they're not bottom is on goal difference. But they've got the same amount of points at the day as Burnley. Same amount of points. And the reason why they're 19th is because of like goal difference over obviously Burnley. You know what I mean? But just to go back to something that you just said, right? Something you said about sort of like the Premiership, and then they like can't have sort of like teams that they losing hundreds of millions and so forth, which I understand and I agree with. But there is a situation that is like, this is what the Premiership created. They've created that. They've created this brand new league, as it were. You know what I mean? It's not brand new, but obviously brand new in name. Yeah. And they've plowed so much millions at the end of the day into this league at the end of the day, right? Is that you got teams like a Burnley at the end of the day, right? Burnley, and we had Birmingham City in there. You had, you had quite a lot of teams. Wolves was in there at one time, and they dropped out. They've only just come back in at the Premiership in the last years. Do you know what I mean? and that was only the reason why we're that now is because Porto, FC Porto in the day, right? Players that they weren't getting paid, and they went on strike, didn't they? They went on strike. So everybody just raided FC Porto. They raided them. Trust me. You would have thought that and they Ruben Neves and they would be at Wolverhampton Wanderers. Come on now, seriously.
Mad, didn't it?
So really and truly, all those players that they like Diego Jota, all them like what's it called? Armand Traore, all them sort of people there. You know what I mean? Got to come to sort of like Wolves at the day, and basically they kept them up because they had the ability to keep them up. But normal other teams didn't have that. You know what I mean? So I'm saying that don't you think that they like the Premiership and the people around the Premiership have got to take some responsibility as well for sort of like what's happening to teams.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is for me, right? When you look at the politics and the structure of the league and the way it's governed, like you just now said, Unks, like there's 3 separate tiers of the Premier League. Forget league positions for a minute. We're talking about financial might, influence, and all that kind of thing. You got your Man Cities, you got your Chelseas, you got your Liverpools, you got your Arsenals, you got the ones that have the brand behind and the money behind them where they can like tie you up or whatever else. You got the mid-table teams that sell some players, buy some not as good, maybe keep about, I don't know, somewhere between 15.
Is that Everton?
Like, well, I would say that's Everton. Yes.
I agree.
But then you get your Burnleys and stuff like that. The guys that come up don't invest much. Maybe the owners are pocketing a bit of the money, just keeping it to one side, you know, maybe not investing because they know there's not a lot of point in because their squad's so crap, massively investing in a squad that's probably going to go down again anyway. So you get, but the thing is with a team like Everton, because as far as I know, they've been done in terms of the projections of profits. Because for what I understand, when it all kicked off last season, when it says about they supposedly estimated a league finish of 16th, which would have given them something like 12.5 million more prize money. And that is where the deficit comes from, because obviously nowadays with football clubs, they project earnings. And obviously when those earnings are not met for whatever reasons, they gave obviously the information. Obviously we didn't finish as high as we expected. We've spent so much on players, this, that, and the other. But to give them a 10-point fine, essentially for me, for how I've seen it, just because they didn't finish as high as they thought they were going to. And it's not like Everton aren't invested in the stadium right now as well. So they have finance. It's not like in one way or the other they can't cover it. So it's harsh in the sense of footballing wise, it's harsh in the sense of like for the fans, for the team that everyone believed was going to get relegated, worked so hard to scrap their way back up to, what was it, 12th before they got put the point deduction. They got out of the relegation. Daichi was looking after them. And it's a kick in the teeth for the fans, really. That's the main thing. Because Everton, board, all them lot, they're going to be all right one way or the other. Like Naz said, these guys are millionaires. It's the fans that take the brunt of it all.
Of course.
And that's the unfair thing here, because these are the guys that go away, these guys that go home every weekend and all that kind of thing. These are the fans that have been smashed in the teeth. Let's be honest, because Everton have enough where behind them where, all right, fine, as long as they maintain Premier League survival, it's, you know, business as usual. But in regards to the Chelsea and the Man City thing, where I think the difference is where teams like Chelsea and Man City have the money to tie these people up. For example, like the Man City example, they're going to like Jay-Z. They got 151 charges, but you can't press none. Like that kind of thing, like that, and like he's got.
I got 99 charges, but FFP ain't one.
You know what I mean? But
yeah, I was like, yeah. I just realized what he said, and I started killing it.
And they made the most money this year. Second, I think they came second. They made the second most money again. I'm like, they're so audacious.
Well, the thing is, like you said,
top. Isn't it? It's supposed to be like the highest.
How did they do that? Like
that's what they're saying. That's what we're saying. They're saying, well,
they're sticking to their guns.
How can you have like the highest revenue? You know what I mean? You know,
But I get it though, because one of the sponsors is apparently one of their cousins is apparently paying them 250 million sponsorship, and
Wait,
you don't see it anywhere. It doesn't exist
wait,
basically.
wait. That's the problem with. I was just about to say with Chelsea under Abramovich and Man City, because there were so many people. Okay. These guys are rich billionaires. You know, some will say they have ill-gotten gains. Some won't. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go into the ethics and what these guys do behind closed doors. But basically, when it comes down to Chelsea now, as a difference compared to Chelsea and Abramovich, if what they say about Chelsea is true, then the British government are going to have to take responsibility as well. Because we all know at that, was it, how much did the club get sold for? Like 4.5 billion when Todd Broley and them not bought it? You know the British government taxed that.
listen, they got about a billion and a half.
That's what I'm saying.
A billion and a half out there.
You know, so I'm not being funny. This is the one thing I will say. The politics of it is, if you try and nail Chelsea to the wall, you're gonna have to implement yourself. Because the be and end of this is you go past it, you force the original owner, in terms of this case Abramovich, who was dodgy or not, you forced him to sell the club.
Yeah.
And one thing I will say about this is Todd Broley, when it comes to Chelsea's exposure, I don't read all this what this rubbish, the Daily Mail, this and no, everything that Chelsea are getting prosecuted for or potentially prosecuted, we said ourselves. No one said, oh look, Chelsea, they've been caught doing it. No. We found the new owners. I'll rate them because, like you said at the beginning of the show, Unks, it's better to be honest and do your stuff legitly than be bent. So the owners have said, and it shows balls, to be honest. And it the owners have said that this is what.
Does it really though?
Yeah,
because the other guy did it. They're like,
no,
oh, it wasn't me, it was the other guy.
Dude, it's like when you're being chased by feds, bro. Okay, not like I know, but it's like when you're being chased by. It's like you're being chased by feds, and like it's time to give yourself up. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like you gotta have that heart to turn around to big up Tony.
Yeah, but he's in the house.
Big up, brother.
Before I come to Tony and bring him in still, let me read out some of the chat.
Yeah, let's go through the chats, man.
Big
up Tony, man.
Tony, big up yourself. Big up Rodz. Hope you are well. Enjoyed your video. Just come in to give you a like. That's Henry Ray Baker. Henry Ray Baker, big up yourself. I haven't seen you out for a while, Henry, man. Hope you're well. Hope you're well too. Man United standards, you know. Big up Man United standards. And I know at the end of the day that you're new around there. I know you're new around there. So like don't forget to hit the like before you leave and subscribe if you have not subscribed, because you know something today. There's something for everybody on my shows. Okay. FFP is not for big clubs. Everton ain't been big since the 80s. Well, they haven't really when you think about it. Like, 80s and parts of the 90s, there was Everton was going on with some things. I mean, Everton's one of the oldest clubs. You know what I mean? Up the Chelsea. Chelsea's in the building.
Oh, big up. FFP's a myth, he said.
He said FFP's a myth. Big up the Chelsea. Big up to you. I haven't spoken to you for a while, G. Let's go. That's up from Chelsea. Big up to you. Big up Rodz. That's Redbird, my friend Redbird. Redbird is a friend of the channel and also a good friend of mine. He's always shows loyal support. Listen, when you know Redbird, yeah, and you and him get on, it will support your channel. You know what I mean? He's like that. Redbird is like a lovely guy. Brian, he's another good friend of mine. Brian, Irish lad, and I do shows with him.
Always reliable brands.
You know what I mean? So big up Brian to you. Hope your world is today. Chelsea says, was it good evening? I think it's good evening for us to say.
I think it's supposed to be like good evening, like a play on the words. Good evening.
It's that Chelsea going on. Redbird said, big up Brian. Also, Brian says, hey Redbird, big up Redbird. Ravi in the building. He's a guy who's been rocking me for a minute as well. He says, deck.
Not just a minute. He's been rocking with you from day one, man.
Yeah.
He's a joker, man.
I'll tell you something, yeah. I've got over 2,000 subscribers at the moment. Yeah. Redbird's been rocking me ever since I had 10 subscribers. 10.
Oh, seen.
10.
Well, I was there.
That's a loyalty, bro. That's a loyalty still.
Yeah, Nas was there as well. Nas was there. And
I
Tony
remember that.
was there. Them
Jeez,
times.
I can't believe.
Remember those long ass shows we used to do? Do you remember those long ass?
Bro, remember the 5-hour shows, man?
Yeah, man.
Fucking Chelsea shit and Arsenal.
Nas, and of course, our big brother down here. We used to churn out shows almost every day.
Don't forget John, fam.
Back in, I think, almost a year ago, we used to do lots of shows.
Yeah,
Even John. Yeah, I don't know where John is these days, man.
He disappeared,
Yeah,
man.
John too. John too.
It's another. I don't really rock with that youth there still because he said some kind of things that the day that boy.
Wrongen, yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you off screen and because I don't want to bait a man up still.
Yeah.
I'll tell you off screen still. But yeah, big up.
This chat's too jokester. Your chat's too funny these days, man.
Just pick up. We got the new Anton deck, not Geordie, but the road, man. Lots of love. Rabbit's all right, you know. Wolf, you're gonna blow the house down on the streams. Lots of love.
Always, man. Half and
What? Were the 3 little pigs?
They're in the chat. Giving me support.
We got Ravi, that's coming from Wolf himself. And Nas, pick up Nas, Redbird's pick up. Wolf, I'm getting big up from Redbird. Big T, man. Big up Big T. Yeah, big up all the new guys at the day in the chat, you know.
We've got like 3 United fans.
Yeah, don't forget to sort of like, you know, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button because I do have Man United fans on my channel. Do you know what I mean? Girl, like
my condolences.
Yeah. You know what is these ones that I rock with still? They're nice. They're good still because like Sophie from Norway, I do stuff with her, and Macy as well. Macy, I love Macy. She's really lovely girl.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. We got to get United people on soon.
Question for all three: how far do things need to be before they take action? I think he's talking about sort of like must be talking about the the situation
Charges
with Man City. Right, I'm gonna come to that, but before I come to that, so what I'm gonna do, I am going to star that, take it off, star that, and I want to welcome my good friend Tony Claude. Big up yourself, my brother, all the way from Finland. Big up your chest, man. This guy is my. We have some backwards and forwards in the day, but at the end of the
for the ages, he even takes me off his shows and bring me back in.
I love that. I love it. That's classic. That's a classic.
He does it all the time. Even today, I have to be careful because he's gonna do it today again.
No, but Tony, John, we'll stop waffling all of them. Thank you, man.
You man.
Big up, man, Tony. How are you anyway?
Yeah. Big up to everyone. And see, guys, of course, there's one person here who I've also formed a very big partnership with. His name is Simon, Wolfang Division. Big guy, yeah, and he's just grown his channel. Guys in the charts, please, you have to offer him every help needed to to push that channel. Wolfang Division, great guy, understands football, and it's a honor to be with him down here. Apart from me and him being partners and working together, and of course my big brother Nas, of course, guys, me and his show on Wednesdays, definitely. And guys, see, Anfield Rodz. What more can I say? I'm in Uncle Rod's channel, man. Big ups to Uncle Rod. Uncle Rod's, Jez, an Arsenal podcaster.
That was a great show.
Spoke to me about you, and he said that he wants to come up on your show. And I said, man, that's big man. You have to go to his show.
That's a banger one. You and Jez.
No,
He came
listen,
to your show and he said he enjoyed it. So
listen. And let me say something.
that's big.
That show that we did, I did with Jez and everything that. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that show because we touched on some points at the end of the day that sort of like that doesn't regularly get brought up. Do you know what I mean? And it was like cyberbullying and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And we touched on.
But,
We had
but,
a really,
but
really
I
good.
told him you're a die-hard Liverpool fan. I told him you're a die-hard Liverpool fan. If shit hits the fan, you will defend your club. That's what I told him too.
We defend our club and everything now, but I think what will happen at the end of the day, right? Will happen. I know it happened on my side. We defend our club in a respectful way. Do you know what I mean? Because you can defend your club, yeah. But as long as you defend your club in a respectful way, so long as you don't get disrespectful. Because I think some people, I'm not saying anything in here, but some people tend to get disrespectful when they're defending their club. That's where you get the problem.
Like Hussam, like my boy Hussam. Bro, I spoke to him. I said, you might need to come on my shows. I was thinking about bringing him on the Red and Blue show.
Yeah, man, bring him on.
That guy had murder, bro.
Are you sure? Yeah, you're cool with that. I was gonna tell you behind there. Are you cool with that? Yeah.
I'm cool with that. Bring him on.
Yeah, bring him on, Hassan, the Chelsea hater. Bring him on.
He's a good guy, bro.
You don't want to get
I never said he wasn't. But Chelsea hate oozes out of him like a poison, bro.
Tell you who I want to get on, and I won't mind getting on my show if you can sort that out. Is that Johnny Minerals? I think Johnny Minerals is heavy.
I don't know if I get Johnny. Well, I think you might be able to get Dan and Minerals. They're like, pals. Dan's like his top tier member and shit.
No, I don't want Dan and Martin. I don't want to crack it on there.
They come 2 for 1.
What if it means at the end of the day him? I have to have Minerals. I have to have him. Nah, Sam. And I want that. Don't want that cracking on my Nah, sorry, man. Nah,
Rodz the enforcer.
Well, that's what I mean about the fact that in the day it's like people defending their club and being disrespectful. I'm not saying that you cannot defend your club. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm more.
Well, we're all in the same boat, though, man.
Exactly.
The boat called Man City.
Yeah, but don't be. What I'm trying to say is, don't be disrespectful in the process of defending your club. Don't be disrespectful to my club at the end of the day because I'm being disrespectful to you. So don't be disrespectful to my club. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's where you have the problem. And the things with people like Dan and everything that, right? People like Dan cannot help themselves.
Too much passion.
Yeah, and I'm not being for no disrespect to him, yeah, right? No disrespect to him, but this is fact. He doesn't really know a lot about football. Do you know what I mean, right? You look at we was talking backstage at the neighbour Wolf. I'm talking backstage now, and he's talking about teams that they for the 90s and stuff like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Them man are showing them pedigree and that.
It's funny because you're talking about this year's Champions League, and he'll talk about 3 years ago, and you're like, "We're talking about this year right now. How did he jump back?" But I love Dan, though, man. I love Dan. Up the Charles said it. I just had to say it, man.
What's on the guard? You're trying to go on the
Big up, JP.
Big up, my bros. Keeping it real, Chelsea. Big up to you, man. There's a lot of new people in here today, and I respect people. Listen, at the end of the day, as I said,
we'll bring a crowd. We'll bring a crowd, bro. We're like when a party event comes into town. We'll bring a crowd, bro.
Yeah, Rodz has grown the channel bangingly, man. Honestly, you've done a banging job, bro.
Yeah, man. Good channel, man.
Respect. But also, what I'm trying to say is, it's like I've got everything.
Got to make the memberships now.
Huh?
You got to make the membership soon. The membership.
I've got to do that. I'm trying to do a membership video this week. I'm trying to do a membership video this week. I'm going to try and sort out all that. And I'm going to start the membership.
Yeah,
I'll put like, so like £2 or something like that. And start off something like that.
Yeah.
Redbird and Big T, big up. That's from obviously yours truly, Wolf. This is a guy I'm talking about. Sideline football show. Thaymar.
Yeah.
Great guy. He's from originally he's from Saudi Arabia, Jordan area.
Hey, nice one.
And but
I need to get him on one day.
No, I've done shows with him. I do a lot of shows with him.
I haven't seen him. I watched the show every now. I haven't seen him. I need to see my brother.
Watch the panel debate show from Saturday.
So,
he's on there. You know what I mean? He's on there.
As they say, khalas, I'll check that out. Big up
Jay,
JP.
Tony's come back. I think he's come back.
Tony, you need better lighting, fam.
I think
I swear there's a volcano in Iceland or something. I swear the country's blowing up and shit.
I think something wrong with his connection. In
Yeah, he's in there, I think.
There's a volcano, there's an active volcano going off right now, apparently.
What, in Finland?
Isn't it? Yo, Tony, there's a volcano going on, right? In Iceland, Finland, wherever you're from.
Don't mind, don't mind, don't mind Nas, man. Nothing is going on down here.
Safe and sound.
It's just playing with you guys.
Listen, Tony. What's your thoughts?
It's freaking cold here now, man.
That's his thoughts on the spot.
Or it's cold for Arteta as well.
Hey, Tony, what's your thoughts on the whole Everton and Man City situation? What's your thoughts on that? Can you hear me?
See, I talked about yeah, sure. I heard you. See, yeah, I talked about this on my show with Steve Mahala, the Newcastle fan. See, Everton have committed. They flouted FFP rules, so yeah, they should go. You know, I do agree. I do agree that if you fail to keep to the rules, you know, you should be at the back end of whatever consequences that you should face. Is the 10-point deduction too much? See, let's don't forget that Everton, I saw someone post something about Everton. Everton is a foundational member of the Premier League. I hope you guys know about this. It's an old club, and they are also foundational members, you know, of the Premier League. So, for such a club, yeah, to be downgraded in that way, deducted 10 points for such a small infraction, yeah, I feel it's disrespectful to them. I feel it's not fair. And again, that investigation has been going on for about, I heard it has been going on for about 2 years now. Good and okay. Now, let's see what happens with Man City, right? It's only just we see what happens with Manchester City. If Everton, because now the Premier League, the FA, have set a precedent now, right? Good. If you commit a crime, even if it's not, if you flout FFP rules, let me don't say crime, but if you flout FFP rules, they're going to come hard at you because they came hard at Everton. So we want it to be equal, yeah? Equal, fairness. 115 flouted rules for Manchester City. I want to see equivalent consequences for Manchester City, because teams like Liverpool, Arsenal, and all these other teams can't be going by the book, and these guys are out here cheating. Yeah, cheating. Rodz have said this many times on his show. See, how can we be playing by the rules? Yeah, and these guys are out there, yeah, having cash injection, yeah, cooking the books, yeah, inflating the prices, inflating the prices of their merchandise, inflating the prices of sponsorship. No, we can't be competitive. See, even if I do know that the Arsenal board, the manager also needs to be blamed about on-field problems. I do share these things too. But come on, man. Teams like Liverpool, teams like okay, forget the big four, forget the big teams, yeah.
No. Newcastle, Liverpool, you guys are sensible.
What about the Brentfords of the league? What about Aston Villa of the league? All these people can't even be competitive enough to even have enough money to even buy players. They can't even dream about winning the league. So when we have teams like Manchester City allegedly cooking the books, yeah, having enough cash injection into their system, yeah, where's the fairness? There is no fairness. So in less than a year, I want to see a City, if they did flout FFP rules, I want to see them go to relegation, relinquish one of the titles to Liverpool, relinquish the other title to Arsenal. I won't be dancing and have a jamboree on the street. No, I'm not going to have that. But see, it's going to come. It's going to come as something, to appease these fans and these other people that Manchester City have allegedly cheated off a title. See, we're not competing on equal grounds. We're not competing on equal grounds. If John Wick is fighting in the Continental and all these other places on equal grounds, yeah, why can't we fight on equal grounds in the Premiership? Why? Why? Even in Spain, in the Italian Serie A, these people are all fighting equal. Why is it in this league? Why can't we fight equal in this league? Anfield Rodz, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. What they did to Everton, it's a big shame. But you know what? Where there will be trouble is if they don't give a consummate, yeah, and proportional punishment to Manchester City. And see, don't get this twisted, Uncle Rod, Wolf, and Nas. 115, one will stick. One will stick. One will stick. The FA can't just drop 115 charges without a trail of evidence. To at least we do know this, that when they see Everton was just one, it was just one charge, and they caught them with that one charge. So there was enough evidence to convict Everton. 115, it must stick. It must stick. If it doesn't stick, then we should start raising questions. How did they escape this? Show us the paper trail. Follow the money, FA. Follow the money. That's how you get them. Follow the money.
Well, can I just add to that? Because if you remember a few months back, they unearthed all those documents about Man City's emails about them having finances back in the day they shouldn't have. But do you remember what they said? Because the crime and the evidence was so old, it was like a 5-year limit. They couldn't be prosecuted for it. Now, I want to just put this. It's not like Man City are not cheating. We know they are. It's just the thing is the difference between Everton and Man City is where Everton maybe don't have the financial clout that City do. Everton have gone, okay, like you fair cop, like you got a right. Man City have just said prove it.
Yeah.
So you're going down the corporate means by that respect. Like you got to go to court, do this, do that, and everything will be appealed as well. They'll tie this up for years. They really will. They'll tie this up for years, and I don't think. Okay, maybe Tony's right in the sense of because there are so many charges, maybe on the law averages one might stick, but they're going to appeal that, put some money into this, a lawyer for this and a lawyer for that. It's amazing, man. Money talks, and especially and in the Premier League, like someone just said, like the FA and all them lot are corrupt, and they're just more about franchise and profits. They're not really interested about the quality of what we get. So, and I'm not being funny. I think Tony mentioned this on his stream with Steve as well. Are you really going to remove Chelsea and Manchester City? One of the two main reasons why the Premier League is watched and drop them into a lower division.
Well, you know what? You know what? I think you're right. You're all right on what you said.
Rodz, before that chat goes up, someone dropped £5
Big
for
up
you.
Fozzy.
We have to big up Fozzy for that, man. Big ups Fozzy.
Fozzy's my G, man. He's my G, man.
Fellow Liverpool.
We chat a
Big
lot.
ups Fozzy. God bless you, man, for that. God bless you, man.
Tony, you need to get him on your channel one time. He's a really, really great guy, man. Really great guy. My problem is that they say yes, and it's true. You've got 115 charges, and at least one might stick. But my only problem with that, Tony, is that one at the end of the day that might stick, will be so insignificant at the end of the day, right, that nothing will happen to them. It'd be like a low, some really, really low at the end of the day. Do you understand what I'm saying? The point is at the end of the day, for me, at the end of the day, right, is that you need to go after Man City and you need to go after them hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
don't even mind about Chelsea.
Do them hard enough.
I'm not even hard with Chelsea. I like Chelsea. See, I want Man City to feel the wrath because I just feel like they're escaping, they're running away with everything,
Yeah.
Another league. See, they might win this league again, man. Another league is coming, and
That's
these cheating guys, they're winning the leagues with them.
right,
And it's hurting, man. It's
but
hurting.
it becomes at the end of the day a situation at the day, right? It becomes irrelevant because, like, right, if Arsenal this season at the day, right, if Arsenal this season win the league this season, yeah, let's say Arsenal win this season, there'll be more hype. There'll be more hype about that than what there would about Man City winning the league. Man City done a trouble last season.
Last season.
Yeah, ain't nobody care about that. Nobody really cared about that. And like when you look at like when Man United won the treble, when you look at what
but they have a small fan base, City, and
yeah,
like
but,
they kind of
Man United had the
they
underdog.
kind of brought it. But
yeah, but
back
what's
then.
going on? What
so did we.
City in the day, right? They have got a smaller fan base and everything like that. But number one at the day, why are they so like the top earners? You know what I mean? You got a smaller fan base, but yet you can't sell out your home games.
Yes,
Home games and everything like that. But yet you're top earners and everything like that. And number two,
Record revenues.
In case you guys don't know, they released the highest turnover the Premier League.
No, it's second. They finished second, Tony. They said.
Nice, what first?
What do you mean second?
I'm sure
now?
they said they came second this year after Madrid.
It was just released 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the one 2 weeks ago. I'm
record
sure.
turnover about 2 weeks ago.
If they done first, that's embarrassing. They can't do that, man. They can't say first. I think they went second. I'm sure.
Where is the fan
first.
base? Where is the global base that they're getting this turnovers? Where is the shed deals? Who is the highest turnover in terms of shed deals for them?
MyCousin.com. His biggest sponsor.
Wait. They could be colluding that with their sales from their academy. They might be jumbling that in with a sponsorship somewhere. Because don't forget, that's how teams like City.
I'm sure they don't. I'm sure as well that they didn't.
Company comes in like with like a 44, 45 million like sponsorship.
But again, name me three players from the academy. Just 3 players that they sold.
Now forget the academy. It's not even included. But the sponsorship is the main thing. And in America, you know, they promote you sponsoring your own team. Like, but in England, they're like, no, you can't just get your second company to sponsor your team. You'll not have to do that. It's cheating. So that's what they're doing. They're just getting their own subsidiaries to re-sponsor them, to re-inject the money in. I mean,
franchise football, folks. Franchise football.
You ain't cheating. You ain't trying.
Subsidiaries without addresses.
Yeah, but here's the
Uncle Rodz.
Well,
subsidiaries without addresses. They check
Boxing
some of these places. These places don't even have addresses.
You know,
they check some of these places. No addresses, empty offices. Bro, it's a charade, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
LHabibi.com is the number one website in Dubai.
Let me cut you for a second. Let me cut you guys for a second. I just want to put up this message, yeah? Not message, like a comment.
Mendy's trying to sue them. Pay my brother, man. He's free. He's innocent.
He goes, yeah. This is from Tony Montana, yeah? He says, have you seen Benjamin Mendy, Man City for unpaid wages? I saw something on that today. And what they're trying to say at the end of the day, right? What the bit I saw, they're gonna do a program saying at the end of the day that sort of like Benjamin Mendy is a fraud. He's a fraud. So I think to myself, it's not enough that then they had 9 charges of SB against him. Yeah, he had 9 charges of SB against him.
All charges.
Yeah, he had 9 charges. He had 9 charges of SB against him, but he beat those 9 charges and for that.
Everything.
And now you want to call him a fraud? You someone to say he's a fraud? Is that because he's going to sue Man City? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So the thing is about the thing that is this, right? What I always say is this: there are people at the end of the day that sort of like in life at the end of the day that's going to be able at the end of the day to get away with stuff that we as normal people were meant to get away with. My argument is at the end of the day is this: how did they let it go to 115 charges? That's the real point you've got to look at. How is it that they let it go to 115 charges? You know what I mean? And now at the end of the day, right, people are pushing them at the end of the day to actually do something. How is it? Do you know what I mean? Can anybody could jump in and tell me at the end of the day, right? How is it in the day that they let it go to 115 charges?
You won't like my reasoning, yeah, but This is such a rich Arab thing to do. Like, oh, don't worry, it'll be okay. Oh, no problem, Habibi. And I can imagine the lawyers being like, no, sir, you can't do this. This breaks the rules. And they're like, no, don't worry, brother. Khalas, I have it covered. Don't worry. I know the queen. I know her. And they just, the arrogance of money, just full dictator mode. Just like, yeah, don't worry about it, bro. Got a couple of trilly, not billy, trilly in the bank. Don't worry, I'm good for it. So they pushed the envelope to max. It's like when you take one steroid. Charles Sullivan was like, well, I got unlimited stamina. I might as well add, the stench steroid, the steroids for extra bone. You go full in. Like, they went full in, like the world can't catch them.
Dwayne Johnson.
And it doesn't seem like they've even stopped, man. But yeah, congrats on the $2,000. But bro, if we don't do something, Man City just gonna destroy football because they're not stopping the most revenue team in the world. That's BS, man, with their 5 shirt sales.
Well, let's wait until that investigation finish. Once that investigation finish, once they get them on like 5 to 6, at least 10 will stick. At least 10 financial infractions will stick, and then let's see what happens. At least relegation. At least relinquishing.
No, they won't get relegation though. The reason Juve even got relegated is because Juve were offered. They got a joke offer, like almost, like it was like a mad 170 million euro fine, and they were like, Juve, like, nah, man, we'll rather just go down this season. But Man City will take 1 billion fine and take that in their stride. That's what I personally think.
But again, we've seen clubs like Juventus, AC Milan, all these big Italian Serie A clubs
they're poor.
Go down the wire. We've seen them gone to
because they're poor. They were brass.
See, it doesn't matter. It's still a big institution, innit?
Like a businessman. A businessman can't lose money.
But again,
a shift doesn't care. It's weird. Like,
again, let's separate.
Businessman, I'm not paying no fine, no nothing. Do what you want to my team.
But again, let's separate the big money from the institution itself. The Juventus is a big institution. So if those ones could be able to go to relegation when they had those problems, yeah, why can Man City go to relegation? Because when this idea has been floated, I've seen people laugh it off, like, and it's the same thing that's going on with refereeing problems in this country. When teams like Tottenham Hotspur is cheating, or let's say, when Liverpool is being cheated out of points, at White Hart Lane, everyone is laughing at Liverpool. That's the same thing I'm seeing from people. People are just laughing and saying, "Oh, Everton, you think you're mates with Man City? Man City, nothing's going to happen to them." It's the same thing. No one is blaming these people, and they will get away with all this. Next week, it could be your turn. Even in all this, VAR stuff, you're laughing at Liverpool. You're laughing at Arsenal. You're laughing at Man United.
Relegation, Tony.
The thing there is that next week, your own team will be screwed by the same FA. So you should support the fight to get Man City to pay for their crimes.
One thing I will say, the Juventus and the Man City thing were different. The reason why they were different is because Juventus were caught max fiction. Now, unless you're trying to act, financial fair play breaches are different, but match fixing charges, if they're, I understand the frustration, because obviously it affects results and all that kind of thing still, but very careful, because I appreciate your Juventus, but they got caught along with Milan. I will say that though, that was a bit disproportionate because 5 Italian clubs got caught cheating, right? Lazio, AC Milan, Juventus, I think Inter and Roma were the other 2, and yet Juventus were the only ones relegated. And you know why they were the only ones relegated? Because they were the champions, and they made an example of it. And you've seen something similarly with Everton now, because Everton are still a big club. Like, they've just tried to put the boot down on them, literally. And because but
this is definitely the first time that this has happened to a club that has fuck you money, right? Let me think about all the clubs. None of the other clubs that happened to have some crazy billionaire owner that's, a real billionaire.
Well, Everton are still restricted by the finances they can spend, because don't forget, that's what FFP was there for. Like you said, with the moderation of the Leeds thing.
Is that Usmanov's fault or not really?
Well, I don't know. Just
But I
everything.
think Chelsea have flouted FFP rules before. I think you've been banned from transfers before.
Transfer
If you can
window. That was
remember, right?
actually
Yeah.
tapping up.
No, that was contracts for
Tapping.
under 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
That
Okay, good.
That was
was
different.
But Juventus recently got into financial fair play problems and financial misappropriation and all that. Yeah, they deducted points from Juventus, right? This
Mhm.
happened recently, under a year ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nedved
Yeah,
and
but
all
I thought they
members of their
reversed
board.
it.
Did they reverse anything?
I remember they got deducted 10 points and then they were giving it
Yeah,
back.
it got deducted.
Can I just say
Points got deducted.
everyone's missing a great example, by the way, right? Because think about it, and I know everyone will notice this when I point this out. How have Barca not been done?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
They are, in terms of financially, one of the worst clubs in Europe. They're in a massive mess.
But they're proving that they're making so much money in the next future that they're like, don't look at my
It's the same basis, Naz. It's
forecast.
the same,
I'm good for it.
Yeah, but it's the same. Yeah, it's. Sorry, go on, Tony.
But will they be relegated though? That's the thing. And
Nah,
the thing
fam.
is,
You know when you give
the thing
someone
is,
tick.
The thing is, no, they won't be relegated. They've committed lots of financial fair play. See,
They're good for it though. They're good for it.
but they're not. But they're not gonna get it because it's highly
They're
backed
good.
by government. It's
right.
highly backed by their government. So
Everton aren't good for it, brother. Everton was a done for club. Barca to Everton. That's a bit of an insult
They
comparison.
built a new stadium. How Everton a done club? They're upgrading.
yeah, guys,
They built a new stadium. When they finish it, like.
I'll be leaving for my own show, but my show is just about 30-40 minutes, so I'll be coming back to the show. Yeah.
Listen, no, just before you go, right? Just before you go, Nas said today, man's got no credit in the bank, you know.
He got it on tick. Like what?
Boss was like, yo, I'm good for that. Messi's coming back next season on a load.
I've got credit. I've got credit, bro. I'll call you, bro. I swear I got credit. I swear.
Please, man, I need it now, man. So drug dealing. They're a junkie club, basically.
Look at the overdraft, didn't it? Look at the overdraft.
All right, I'll catch you soon. I'll come back to the show later on.
In a bit, Tony.
If we're still on, come over still. But like, what we do is I'll get you on next week, and obviously, longer time and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I hope I catch you guys back soon.
Maybe.
See you guys
we
soon.
should
Yeah,
still be here.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Big ups.
Yeah, man. Tony's my G, man. Tony's my G. Listen, I was gonna touch on obviously the Arteta thing when Tony was there.
No, let's do that. I want to see some people implode in the chat.
Arteta has too many haters these days, man.
What I was gonna talk about in respect of Arteta was the fact that they is that all right when Tony mentioned that situation of what happened to us with Tottenham, the decisions and so forth, and they went round the clubs and everything that, and they asked certain people what they thought of what happened over the weekend, and Arteta was said and they we got
it's a disgrace.
We got respect. No, he said when it was us. He said it, and you got to respect the referees. Yeah, the referees make mistakes. They're only human, and blah 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 blah. Now, what Cal from Coppish that said it the day, right? Yeah, there's a lot because obviously when they had their Monday night show, right? And guys, please check that out. Coppish Monday night show. Please check that out. It's a really good show.
Coppish is.
Yeah, man, I'm good. When and then they sort of like that happened. Yeah, when it happened, we had loads of people in their chat saying Liverpool this, Liverpool that, blah blah blah. And what Cal said, he goes, "Don't worry, I'm just taking names here because I want to see what happens when it happens to your club, and it would happen to your club. Trust me, that." And what happened? The same situation. Arteta. Then Arteta and they were spinning and sort of like another. He was spinning something else now. It was something else to say, it's a disgrace and it's this and that. So wasn't it a disgrace when it happened to Liverpool?
He kept saying that word, disgrace.
Yeah, but wasn't it a disgrace when it happened to Liverpool? Let me read some of these chats and everything that, and then what I'm going to do is we'll get obviously talk about a Twitter situation. You know what I mean?
In 1 minute, I'll be right back in a minute. Then we could.
Yeah, man, big up,
cool, bro.
Big up. Mama Flossy, big up yourself. She says, evening, big up to you, Mama Floss. Chelsea OG, when when LFC fans see United fans, someone up. Like, yeah, man.
I said it earlier to Ends, man, actually, yeah.
Big up Ensman. Big up Ensman TV. Make sure you go over and like and subscribe to Ensman TV, and also go and like and subscribe to his sister channel, which is a Day After podcast. Make sure you go.
Oh yes.
Please do. Big up Ensman. Have you guys seen how humble Tony has been from last season?
He's eating that humble pie by himself, it seems.
Trust me. Wolfgang says, hello, Mama. Yeah, man, Mama Flossy, big up yourself. See, I bet she's Jamaican. This is more like a Cockney chat room. Lots of laughter. I'm not a cock. I live outside London. I live just outside London. You know what I mean? So, disclaimer. You okay, Wolfie? That's come from Mama Floss. And I think Tony is still on the bottle. Lots of love.
Now he's against Arteta now, mate. Yes, makes also the bottle job.
You know, like Big T says, "A up, Flossie." I'm trying to get through a lot of these chats. Esma said, "Redbird." You think, a big laughing at Redbird. What Redbird says. Who's this now? I think I've frozen in there, my friend. I think I've frozen. I have frozen. Yeah. Can you hear me? I can't hear you,
We could hear you, but you did freeze for a second.
I can hear you now. Fuzzy says, D9, big up, brother.
Big up, man. Big up to you as well.
I love you. That's one from Flossie. Up the Chelsea says, love Dan. Yeah.
Don't we all?
Yeah, I think somebody's got to, mate. You know what I mean? Just got my.
Tony froze for a second. I saw that earlier.
He did actually for a second.
The only time you stopped talking. I know, I love Tony. I'm playing.
Don't though. You can take it. Believe me.
Facts.
Thanks, Ravi, in the chat, by the way. Sorry, just right at the bottom. Thanks, Ravi.
Big up, Ravi, my G.
God bless you for that. Safe. I appreciate it.
Ravi's a G, man. I wish the Prem was like the Italian league and go in hard like they were with Juventus. How they were sent
to the B League. That was jokes.
Yeah, Serie B.
They did going hard there. They did going. I hear what you're saying, Wolf. You know what I mean? I do hear what you're saying. But my argument isn't that they done something. Do you know what I mean? They done something.
Oh yeah, of course.
I just don't see the same kind of weight in the day when it comes to Man City. You know what I mean? Because look at the day, you got to check it now, right? Yeah. FA even came after you lot. Because remember, you got that sort of like that transfer ban, didn't you? Because of like what happened with the transfer window and all that. Do you know
contracts,
what I mean?
the contracts.
Yeah, contracts and all that. And you got done. I mean, obviously you appealed it. Do you know what I mean? And like, the decision got reversed. But you did get the decision in the first place. And like Man City ain't got nothing like that, blood.
Well, we did the crime, we did the time. That's at least one thing you can say about Chelsea compared to that. If you want it, at least we are honest criminals. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of that's why I said like when that happens. Well, no, but it's true though. Like, and I'm not being funny. With the funny thing is with obviously, as I said earlier about Chelsea, is right now, like as I said, when it comes down to all the financial stuff of pre-Abramovich or post-Abramovich, I should say, is the thing is like the British government forced the man responsible out, and the new ownerships. I know that the entity's still there, but at least it's one of those ones where we've not waited for like a Daily Mail scoop or anything. We've actually been honest about, because for me, honesty is still a big part of it. I like honest football. You know what I mean? I don't like watching people dive. Even in my own team, I don't like them diving when they play for penalties. How many times have we saw someone who could have run through on goal just drop? It's just like, come on, big man.
Yeah.
Show a bit of determination.
Fix up yourself.
That's mad, isn't it? The corruptness is both. The players are getting corrupt, paying like little sissies, and as Emma James said here, the FA is economically driven and corrupt. I mean, honestly, I get it though. If you're like a big earner CEO type of guy and you work yourself up in a position in the FA,
Yeah, you
and
get
you have
it,
a
but
chance to get hundreds of millions in fines, you might even take the opportunity. And I don't blame them. I'm like, well, it's lots of money, hundreds of millions.
Yeah, but as fans now, it kills the game because we could argue, right? I'll be fair, like everything that Uncle Rodz has been talking about, yeah, you could argue they all lead like when it comes down to like, and he used the example of Spurs versus Liverpool, right? Look at what happened with Spurs when they were in the reverse situation against us, when they had man sent off, they were defending with a high line up the pitch. It was kind of like ha 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 ha. You were laughing at Liverpool. Now the boot's on the other foot, like you said. But the problem is, that's the reason why this is never going to get solved. Because, right, I don't understand, right, where fans in England used to come together to support England, but fans won't come together to support each other when our clubs are getting done over left, right, and centre. Because I'm not being funny, regardless of how much you say Chelsea have been dodgy off the pitch, we've been as one of the most done on the pitch.
Yeah.
All right, now I know people. I know you ain't. Yes, we have, and it's been going on for a while. Like it's been going on even as far back as 2009. No, bro, I'm going back to 2009, bro. I'll never forget that when the UEFA done us, bro. I'm pretty sure because this is one thing about it, is right, and this is the kind of thing that we got in England because of that. Do you remember all that 2008-9 times, Rodz, when there was the conspiracy thing? Oh, they don't want Liverpool-Chelsea in the Champions League final again because it will be another all-English final, and we want to like brand and market all the other clubs with Platini and all that. Do you remember that corruption, all that thing?
Remember what they did? So to cut you, remember what they did? Yeah, they always had sort of like Chelsea and Liverpool in being in quarterfinal.
Finals were a semi. Yes,
semis.
Yes. So 3 years in a row we played each other.
Yeah. So one will go through, not two. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've got you right on that one, Wolf. I've got you right on that, mate.
That's for a long time.
Grass is was it?
Grass is 1 million longer. How's that a charge?
115,
but how many are really against FFP? I read a lot of them. Yeah, me and my brother Steve. A lot of them has to do from ticket sales to shirt sales to how much their sponsorship are paying them and who wants sponsorship. So it's a whole mixed bag, the rules. But there will be a few stupid ones for sure.
I got a super chat.
They won't stick these silly ones.
I got a super chat. Fuzzy World, man. Big up Fuzzy, man. He's one of my G's. He's a friend of the channel and also a very good friend of mine. Okay, gents, should the Prem get investigated for all the bad things that's happening in the game now? Everton, City, Chelsea, and etc. What do you think, Wolf?
Well, I do think really it's not really the question of Everton, City, Chelsea. I think it's getting the other way around now. Who polices the policeman?
Yeah.
Because I'm not being funny. Let me flip this for a sec. I agree with that in the sense of, is it fair that all these teams get investigated? Yes, of course it's fair because we should all play on the same rules. But let's be honest, right? We all know out of all the clubs and whatever else and all the organizations, we believe that the main bodies are by far the most dodgiest. Yeah. And I'll give you a great example, right? The PGLMO YMCA, whatever they're called.
YMCA, you know.
The referee. No, it's true. The referee, right? The
referees union.
The referees union, whatever those guys are called, right? They affect games so much in terms of negative results or unjust results and stuff like that. Because one thing about it is that if you drop the tribalism and just look at it fairly for a second, how does that goal for Liverpool against Tottenham not stand? If you want to look at Chelsea, how does Cucurella give away a penalty when Haaland drags him out of position, grabs him back, but yet one's a foul, one's not, but yet if they're both the same thing. But if you want to give Haaland as a penalty, you got to give Cucurella as a foul, but that doesn't seem to matter. Like it can't, because look, that's the one thing about it, is it maybe, do you know how back in the day people used to say like Man United had the referees not because of that they're like bribing on them, but it's just how Fergie used to do it when he used to bully refs and all that kind of like back in the day. We used to get in their faces and use his influence and that as a top man. Pep does the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The infamous one when he runs up to the referee screaming for.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that when he did that? The infamous like.
yeah.
Right, to be honest, yeah, I actually think it's not a matter of what is said. I think it's more. I want to hear more about what's not said. So
I mean, no one speaks. Like, none of these board members speak. You'll never catch them in the press conference.
the two way
All
about the
these
skeleton bones
dinosaurs.
mouth, bro. That's the problem.
But what we got to think about as well is like the difference was when Fergie and they, you know, that sort of like all the things that used to happen for Man United favour on Fergie. What a lot of people don't realise at the day that he was sitting on the board of the Premiership. So even that at the end of the day, right, is fucked up.
See what I mean about influence?
Yeah, because like you got to look at it, and how many games at the day in the Premiership era did Sir Alex Ferguson, we'll call him Sir Alex Ferguson, didn't they? Sir Alex Ferguson, how many games did he influence in his favour? Do you know what I mean? You know, because you was sitting on the board of the Premiership and you got a dog in the race. Come on now, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know?
That's why people believe that he had the monopoly on the Premier League for so long.
You know what I mean? For instance, at the day, right? You're working for my channel, yeah? You, at the end of the day, right? I put you in charge of my channel, yeah? I put you in charge of my channel, right? You only want to see the best from my channel. You don't want to see anything negative from my channel. You only want to see the best from my channel because it's right. It's basically at the end of the day, sort of like it's to your advantage at the end of the day because like you're probably thinking at the day sort of like, you know.
Yeah, I want to show him running it well. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's the thing. The more successful I get his channel, it's a more that he's going to pay me. You know what I mean? It's what like that. You understand what I'm saying? But really and truly, the more successful at the end of the day that Alex Ferguson could have made Man United at the day was a more money at the end of the day that he would have got. At the end of the day. And sitting on the board of the Premiership at the end of the day, right? I don't care. Sitting on that board and then for that, you cannot tell me
That's
without
an unfair advantage.
Without a straight face, yeah, right, that you at the end of the day didn't have no influence. Because you look at it, since he's left, yeah, right, since he's left, how many things has Man United won since he's left?
They've won a Europa League, a League Cup, and I believe an FA Cup under Van Gaal.
Yeah, 3 things at the end of the day. Considering at the end of the day, right, that Ferguson won 3 major cups in one season. He won the Champions League, he won the league, and he won the FA Cup. All in one season. He done the treble at the end of the day. All in one season. In one season at the day. He's left and everything that, right? And Man United struggled at the end of the day, right? Struggled at the end to win things. Struggled to win things. And it's not as if at the end of the day they ain't got the money to go out and buy players. You know what I mean? Because they bought like Rasmus Haaland, yeah, right? Atalanta. They paid 72 million for him.
It's Mike Dean they're missing.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I hear what you're saying about they've had the money, but I'll give you an example of that. With David Dean with Arsenal when he was there with Wenger, Mike Dean when he was there, I believe with who's the other guy as well? Was it David Gill? Who was there with Fergie as well?
Yeah.
Them guys had they had the club at heart, not the business side of it. So I hear what you're saying about with the Glazers there, because basically, right, with the Glazers as Man United as the example, Fergie was the plug. He was the one that stopped the Glazers for maybe 8 or 9 years, really taking the mickey out of the club and sucking it dry like how they're doing it now. And David Gill, and it was influence on the board. And obviously Fergie had his own influences where they could put that in place to stop it. And obviously because they've left, the plug's been pulled out. The Glazers have taken millions out of the club. You know, and they've struggled to get the same success again.
But it wasn't. That's the thing. It was there was never going to be, to me, and there was never going to be like as successful as it was before.
No, man.
Because that influence has gone now. Do you know what I mean, Wolf?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That influence is gone now. So now at the end of the day, you have to come down to us mere mortals now and do what we were doing all these years when you were winning titles at the end of the day. Do you understand what I'm saying, right? And they're finding it hard. They've got like Sevenhagen, yeah, right. They've got him in now and everything like that, right? And he looks like he can lose his job at any minute, right? So he loses his job and everything like that. Who are you gonna get? There ain't nobody else. There ain't nobody else out there that you can get. You know what I mean? So they're fucked because they haven't got that influence at the day as what they did at the day when Fergie was there, because Fergie was sitting on top of the board of the Premiership. So he at the day he had people like Tony Pulis, he had people like what's his name?
Carlos Queiroz and them lot as well.
Yeah, Tony Pulis. I'm talking about like opposing sort of like managers that had in his pocket. Yeah, Sam Allardyce. This is what I know of. Sam Allardyce at the day, he was good.
Steve Bruce.
Favorite English manager, Big Sam.
Yeah, Steve Bruce was his pal, and they could obviously to play under him. And Tony Pulis was his pal.
OG manager as well.
Yeah, and what's it called? David Moyes at the day was his pal.
Moist.
Those
David
are
Moyes.
four managers at the day in the Premier League at the day that were grounds up with Fergie. You know what I mean? So if Fergie said something from that, right, these four managers will guaranteed that they will back him up. They'll say, yeah, man, he's right, and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Look how many things he said about sort of like, Luis Suarez at the day. Yeah, he said about Luis Suarez at the day. He always dives and all that. But when you had like people like Welbeck and all them man that was diving each and every.
The reason why they said that about Suarez is because when they did that, right, Suarez was probably single-handedly tearing up the league in that season where he had 8-game ban and he come back and destroyed everybody single. No one can't tell me Suarez was the most wanted player in the Premier League. Bro, that man was banging up free kicks, volleys, taking on man, putting man on there, eating Ivanovic. He was doing all sorts, bro. Like, when Suarez was hot, bro. Come on.
Right, I forgot about that. Yeah, they got 8-match ban and everything, that, right? And he come back and said, yo, motherfuckers, I'm back. Motherfuckers, I'm back.
But the thing is, it's the same thing with Drogba as well, though. He's a diver, he cries, look at the size of him, all that. Same thing, bro. It's just player hate, man.
It says, why don't FFP investigate the $3 million Edo paid for free players?
He paid for a free player. He did pay that family or something like that. No, I'm not sure, but bro, they don't care about 3 million or
that was a goodwill gesture. Yeah, that was a goodwill gesture anyway from Arsenal. That wouldn't be considered like part of a business deal. That was for good relations. That's essentially just saying I'm giving it to you to like make sure that you stay happy, sort of thing. There wasn't actually.
You sometimes think, yeah, it's so corrupt. Yeah, it's like you're just thinking purely from clicks, likes, money making, where they're like, all right, we'll shake things up. Man City are dominating. Let's find out. Let's interpret some things as they done as law breaking. Like honestly, sometimes I think like it's all about interpretation and trying to make examples.
It's deliberate. It's controversy, bro. Controversy creates headlines.
Why is it attention? Coincidentally a moneymaker? Like everything you look at, from VAR to refs being stupid to even the shitty teams are getting new stadiums now. You know what I'm saying? Everton.
Well, the thing is,
honestly, like I don't know. I just think this is what's needed anyway. I feel like football, Premier League, is becoming stagnant.
Bro, it's $1 trillion industry, and they can't determine whether the bloody ball went out or not.
While it's growing as well.
Come on, you got goal line technology. You just adapt that to the sidelines, isn't it? Come on, man. The thing is, that's the problem in the Premier League. The Premier League is the richest, but it doesn't innovate anything. It doesn't create anything.
I always say, where there's more money,
more corruption.
There's a lot of money, there's corruption. You're gonna find corruption when there's a lot of money.
Truer bloody words have never been spoken, sir.
It's more than money, though. It's like even control of the masses, bro. Football's just taking over. Even now that America's jumping on, it's like everyone in the world watches football.
No, COVID to help with that because we were all
COVID pushed it hard. COVID in the World Cup, like even. Like Morocco, obviously, just another level. Africa in general is just going up in football because of what we're doing in the World Cups, etc.
Can you imagine going past Chelsea? Can you imagine going past Chelsea Football Club for 4, 5, 6 months, brother, and there's never been a fan in the ground?
That'd be crazy.
Same thing with Liverpool. But it happened. But that happened. Same thing with Liverpool. Like that's the thing, bro. When you've missed something for so long, and someone gives it back to you, you'll do anything to keep it.
No, it's true though.
You know what I mean? Like, and it depends on. Okay, I know. Obviously, we're all grown men here. Like, we know how to handle ourselves. But there are going to be people that just sit there and go with the PR. There are going to be people that sit there and flow with the narrative, bro, because they don't know anything else.
Yeah, facts. This is your.
That's how it is in America,
Yeah,
though, isn't
that
it?
is.
What the
Sorry,
ref
I
says,
should
they
have asked.
believe.
I apologize, Unks. I should have asked before I did that.
Mama, you good,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Man. Mama, you good. Trust me, you're good,
Yeah.
round.
Dropping a Jamaican on me and all that. Make it.
Yeah, but you.
Tell me where. Soon come.
So, those ones, isn't it? But you know what it is, you're good. Trust me, you're good round there. You know what I mean? You don't have to ask me like.
I can still say thank you, man. It's just
but respect, brother. You know what I mean? Because I want you to be able to push your channel. I want people to get to know your channel as well. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is what it's all about. You know what I mean? Right?
Community, big man here, right there. Community, bro. Big up to Unks, man.
Yeah, man.
Always.
No, we're all here for one thing is to support our club. You know what I mean? And we're doing something in the day that we never had chance to do before. Because remember, in the day, and I always say this in the day, right? About 15 years ago, right? We had to listen to Sky Sports. We had to listen to them.
Only.
Radio 5 Live, bro. They've been the ones. I've never been a Sky Sports man. I've always been a Radio 5 Live man.
But even that,
Radio 5 Live, you sell out.
But even 5 Live, right? We look at 5
Talk Sport, BBC Sport.
Yeah, Talk Sport. You know, 5 Live is good, but what I'm trying to say, like, if they say something like you might not agree with it for that, right? You can't really have your say as much as you can have your say now when you got your own channel at the end of the day, right? And you can sort of say, right, you know what? We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about that. Because remember, at the day, those radio stations, radio stations and TV stations, in the day, was only certain things they talked about. There was only certain things they talked about and certain things they didn't talk about. Do you know what I mean? We're in a distinct situation where we can bring a lot of things to light. We can bring it, you know what I mean, and have a conversation. You know what I mean? FA had to rewrite the rules in order for
some charges to stick.
Yeah, some charges to stick.
That's what's been
That's
reported.
what happened to being reported.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. The law is up for interpretation, and they can mend it how they want. Yeah. Put it in there.
The things about it, right, is you're always gonna get a situation like that, and I think that where people and they will say, look, you know what, we're gonna bend the rules to suit somebody.
Well, I'm not. Am I the only one alone here when most of the first big successes there's always a rip off before it?
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, like, one thing about it is, I'm not being disrespectful to anyone. I bet every club in one way or the other is breaking the rules, or bending it, or pushing it, or using a lawyer to cover this, that, and the other. It's just a matter of who gets caught and how much they get done, brother, and how much they decide to make an example of you. Really,
but they know what the small teams do in the big gamble. Like, imagine the small teams like, fuck, because every small team has lots of, like, imagine the owners like, fuck it, I'm going to spend 150 million, but I'm going to gamble on we're winning the league this season. If he spent 150 million and won the league, the FFP won't really be able to do much.
Yes, they
but
could.
Most small teams that ever tried a big gamble, they end up still finishing bottom half at bottom, and it makes it worse.
No. Yeah, but the thing is, like you said, when Leicester won the Premier League, bro, it's not lateness is created.
Yeah.
It's not the fact of, like, because they never got into trouble with financial fair play. The problem is with a team like Leicester and like that, when they punch above their weight like that, what's the first thing that happens to a team like that after they win the league or an FA Cup or something?
The best players leave.
Exactly. So, and what did Brighton do at the beginning of last year?
Same thing. All the Brighton's best players are all gone right now. Who do they have right now? The Japanese brother and
Toma, yeah.
Isn't it funny that the Japanese brother stayed at Leicester as well? I was like, oh, you're one of the legendary guys that won the league, Okazaki or whatever.
Okazaki, yeah, the guy that's
and then you're like, raw, the Japanese brothers need to be, they're like, all right, we're leaving you. But all the other Brighton players, Trossard, McAllister, Caicedo, Cucurella, even the keeper, bruv, everyone's gone. It's like, raw, they left him with one man.
I'll tell you something, though. Motoma's a bad boy still, you know.
I like him.
All of the signings were good. Every team, like McAllister and Trossard, and like, you know, even...
I've got a question for
obviously
everyone.
Caicedo.
I got a question right now. Who would and this is for the chat as well, everyone. Who would you rather take right now, Hatoma or Pedro Neto?
Matoma.
Yeah, Mitoma's hard, man.
Matoma all day long. Matoma all
Mitoma's
day.
hard, bro. Neto was about a year ago. I was taking Neto.
Yeah, you know what?
Neto's hard, bro. You can't deny that, though.
No, Neto is hard, but what I'm trying to say is that Neto is got like his injury record is not very.
Is
You know what I mean? He's not very good still. You know what I mean? His injury is not very good. So I'm taking Matoma.
maybe someone will buy him.
Fair enough.
Question: do you think players are scared to speak up on corruption on the team?
No, they're too worried about themselves. They're too worried about.
I like they're so corrupt in their lifestyle, most of them.
Instagram, I'll big up their Instagram and all that. Players are their own brands, so why would they affect their own market? Like, nah, man.
They're VIP in any club they want to be.
You know what I mean? Getting cars sent to them by companies just so like, oh yeah, because it's Chelsea Football
I'm
Club.
saying
And all that.
Bentley living, Rolls Royce. They're not about talking to nobody.
That's what used to make me
They're
laugh.
not talking about nothing. Like maybe school meals. Yeah, cool. They'll do stuff like that.
That's like when Wayne Rooney, bro, when he was getting paid 150 grand a week from United, said he struggled to get up in the morning. Bro, how do you think we feel? We don't get 150 G's a week. Like, you think it's easy out here? Bro, if I was getting 150 G's, I'm just skipping to work. Yeah, la 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 la. You know.
I'll be doing cartwheels, you know, at my age. I'll be doing.
Bro, I'll be doing the worm, the lot, bro. The sad shuffle. I'll be doing usher steps. You get me? Like, come on, you're getting 150 grand a week. It's hard to get up in them on a B series.
Some people at the day, to me, at the day, some people at the day, so like they don't know when they got it good.
You know, you maybe want to lead the one with. Relationship with you. Sorry.
Bro, some players aren't mentally sound like that, man.
No, but the thing is, right, when you look at the players nowadays, you look at Kai Havertz as one example, right? About a person who has a brand and is not popular, but then you look at Mo Salah, right? Now, and I use Mo Salah for a very particular example, right? Now, Unks, let me ask you a question. Are you Salah in or out?
In all day long, mate.
Now, I have a couple of like friends that are Liverpool fans, right? And one of them said to me, I'm Salah out. And I was like, why is that? I said, because Salah's about 31, but we should get rid of him because we should make like 250 million out of him and sell him to Saudi. And I was just like, but hang on a minute. What if you can't buy anyone that does the same job?
Exactly.
And he was like, no, but for 250 mil, you can do that. I was like, no. Who are you going to buy? Other than maybe someone ridiculous like Mbappe or someone like that, who can you buy right now that even remotely goes to that sort of output? Oh, and he started thinking about it, and he said things to people like Yatoma and like that. I was like, bro, Yatoma don't bang 20 goals a season.
No.
In semi-finals and cup semi-finals and all that. The thing is,
bro, they'll buy Nketiah like they bought Sturridge from us. They'll do something. They always do. They sell their best player when they don't want to. It's Torres and Suarez all over again. They're gonna send to Saudi for like 200 mil.
No, but
and they're like, oh, what are we gonna do now?
No, but when Suarez and Sturridge were together, Sturridge was banging though, bro. It's just he was injury prone.
I guarantee Nketiah will go there and score some good goals. But then 2-3 years later, Liverpool will find this next guy that just bangs in 30 season again.
Liverpool, bro. They're not that silly.
Liverpool always seems to do this, bro. I'm like, where do you keep finding these guys?
Dude, let Unks speak. Unks is trying to speak this.
No, I mean to be honest, today it's like the difference with Sturridge at the day. I mean, Sturridge is not like obviously Salah's level because at the day, another thing as well.
No, nowhere near.
He's injury. He's a good player. I think Sturridge at the day is a world class player, but what held him back a lot was his injury. You know what I mean? Because Sturridge can score you some unbelievable goals. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He was just like that. He can score you some unbelievable goals. Obviously, when you look at people like Suarez, and then you look at people like Salah, and those are guys that they will do that shit day in and day out. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? You know, like Salah keeps on breaking records. He just broke another record the other day. You know what I mean? He's constantly breaking records at Liverpool. You know?
Yeah.
You know, and what a lot of people don't understand in the day, right? Yeah, is that he's changed his game a bit now, right?
He's doing what Messi does.
Yeah, he's changed his game, and literally what he's done at the end of the day, he's kind of like literally become a provider. He's become a provider. Do you know what I mean? And like,
creator.
and stuff like that, and creating things. He's changed his game, but and he's still able to score goals. So
top goal scorer, right, for you?
yeah, I'm not getting rid of. I would not sell Salah at the end of the day till I know at the end of the day that he cannot. He's not physically able to do that for another team.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Physically
exactly. Yeah, you get your money's worth. Exactly. Yeah, fully.
The fact in the days, there's some, as you may know yourself, and I think that right, at the days that you had Drogba, for instance, yeah, the days that you had Drogba and Drogba was banging in goals, their friend center, you would not afford selling him. You know what I mean?
No, of course not. But
you waited at the day till you got every little bit out of him, and they said, right, you can go now.
Yep.
No, at the day are used to anybody else.
You did the same thing. You did the same thing with Torres, believe it or not, because down the bottom, Man
no,
United,
but Torres was technically young though, and he still won better shit afterwards.
No, I know that, but in terms of like Liverpool was smart. They knew that his knee had gone, and that the explosive. Because I'm not being funny, bro. Like those 2-3 seasons that Torres, when he was first at Liverpool, he was devastating teams, bro. He would just grab the ball and he'd be on defenders 1-on-1 with lightning pace, bro. That guy had lightning pace, and the thing is, when he done his knee. Right, I think he was for like the second when he got that really bad injury, and he was out for like 5 or 6 months.
Done.
And the thing is, even though we all know Fernando Torres is a technically good player, it's like the Ronaldo situation. Would he be better if he had 2 knees that worked? Yeah. Would Fernando Torres have kept that? And the thing is, Liverpool was smart because they knew it wasn't the Torres of old. They knew it wasn't.
They knew. Carragher says it all the time. He talks about it all the time.
He said, yeah, we knew as soon as his knee had gone, he was done. Right? He wasn't. Like he was still a good player.
Well, they said that when Chelsea basically brought him, the last training session done with Carragher was like, oh, good. How much should we get from him again? And he was shocked. Yeah. Like he was like, wow, we've done it again. I mean, Suarez, I don't know how much you got for him, but Salah's the perfect storm, man. Out of all the errors, the Saudi era, this guy's Arab, Muslim, the best player in the world, well known. Like they all know him in Saudi. Literally, like all want to be him. All the kids want to be like him. Yeah, he belongs there almost.
It's the Arab Messi, man. That's what it is.
He's literally a brother. You know, even though technically, you know, he's African, Egyptian. I'm gonna see him in AFCON.
He's changed the ethos at Liverpool. He's changed the ethos at Liverpool, and he's changed the way at the day, right? You know, if you're Muslim at the day, right, you'll be happy about this. But he's changed sort of like people look at Muslim people in England. He's literally changed it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, proper poster boy.
Some of the facilities,
100% poster boy.
Yeah, some of the facilities that they got are sort of like at Anfield for Muslims, for the Muslim community. They never had that before. Some of the songs at the day, right? Yeah, they never had that before. You know what I mean? It's like, scores another one. I'll be Muslim too. Sitting in the mosque.
That was a good one. I remember that song. My boy knows all of them, bro. My boy Salim, bro. He knows all the Liverpool songs.
It was like, if it's good enough for you, good enough for me. He goes, sitting in the mosque is where I want to be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It shows an embrace, because I'm not being funny. That's the thing with Liverpool fans, and I'm not gonna lie, because Liverpool see themselves as separated, kind of like from the rest of England, and like because not many people understand that Liverpool as a town has its kind of like isolationist sense to it, in the sense of like. I think even Carragher said it with Steven Gerrard. He's like, he's not England's player, he's our player. Like, I don't know all this England stuff. He's a Liverpool player, he's ours.
Yeah,
but the thing is, like,
that's how they roll.
But if they can, no, but the thing is, if you can blend into that culture, like how Salah did, they'll adopt that culture because you proved you're one of the boys, you proved you're one of the lads. You know what I mean? Like he said, I don't care if you're in a mosque or in a church, as long as you're scoring goals, mate. That's all. It's all good and gravy, mate.
I like. I'll be sitting in the mosque as well.
You know what I mean?
What do you think this one, right? Who do you think was better, Torres or Suarez? Who do you think was better?
Suarez
didn't stop.
No, Suarez. I give it to Suarez because A, he had the explosiveness, and B, he never had a massive knee injury because his game was different to Torres in the sense of. Suarez was nasty. He could fight as well. Like he'd be like he wouldn't get marked out. Or if he did get marked out of a game, he'd let you know about it. He was still there because he would give you an elbow or a little bite. I like that about him, by the way. Before he's so no, I don't care if he'll actually stick up front and fight.
I mean, Torres won the World Cup, bro.
Yeah, so what? Suarez won a treble.
So
Suarez won like a complete.
The Copa America, which was hard because it's basically Argentina and Brazil.
Yeah, I get that, but didn't he win a treble with Barca?
Exactly. So he kept winning after that.
Yeah,
You're all right.
Suarez, and he's one of those guys where Torres would need feeding. Suarez could fight on his own. He could play like a Drogba in the sense of you could send him out against the defense, and he could do it by himself. He would destroy the defense by himself.
Got more goals as well.
That is true, because what I said to somebody was one time, they say that sort of like, one person does not make the team, but sometimes it does, because when Suarez was in that team and for that period of time, what happened at the day? All the other players at the day, right? Their game went up. Their game went up because they saw his game, and then they would like
Sturridge,
100% all the time. But Sturridge was now Sturridge was good at the day. When you had Sturridge, Suarez, and Coutinho, when you had them,
Oi.
Ben Sterling,
Oi.
you had remember the day, like they was called the new SAS, Sturridge and Suarez,
That's the name.
Then you had remember
Klopp's the Klopp wasn't even there, I don't know.
but then you had like Ryan Sterling and that was coming through that time there as well. That was coming through the time.
Yeah.
When you had them mans on the pitch, it was worries. And then, like what I'm saying about sort of like Suarez at the day, right? Suarez at the day can set the pace of a game. He can literally set the pace of the game. He can literally say, "Look, we're going to play like this today," and everybody will follow. He was just like that. Remember the day he scored a hat trick. I'm trying to phrase this in a way that sort of like I make people understand what I'm saying. He scored a hat trick against a team 3 times. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was Norwich. You know what I mean? 3 times he played Norwich, and 3 times.
That's crazy. He had their number. He got them relegated.
Yeah. He relegated him.
I used to love that chick. What's that chick that does the cooking show?
What?
Is it the Norwich woman?
Nigella Lawson.
No, Delia Smith.
Oh, Delia Smith.
She used to come on BBC Match of Day all the time. I used to watch a cooking show in the morning sometimes. Liverpool are cursed. To a degree, bro. I can't believe Man City came out during the first era.
They're not cursed, man. Everything.
What?
I always say this at the day, right? It's this. Every team has their time. You understand me? Every team has a time to dominate.
Not Tottenham.
Well, aren't Liverpool 3 points off the top right now? They're 2 points, 3 points off the top right now, aren't they? Liverpool?
No point.
Oh, point. There you go then. And I'm not being funny. Most teams have still got to go to Anfield. I know we do.
We'll draw, bro. I'm not worried, man. We've had like 8 draws in a row.
That'd be a good game. And
but they've got our number when it comes to penalties.
That season was good, though. I like that season.
I think you've beaten us in like 3 penalties out of the last penalty shootouts we've had in the last 10 years. So you've got our number to a degree. We need a fucking. We need an EFL. I'll take that, man. I'll take the EFL, bro.
That's why we bought Fernando Torres, bro, to stop the bastard scoring against us. He always used to bang against us, bro. I hated him. And Suarez.
That's why we bought him.
Yeah, exactly, man. Just stop this guy, man. Get him in the payroll.
He's making me cry. He made me cry. It's still funny, this guy. I fucking forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Sorry, lad.
There's a question about Diaz leaving Liverpool. I see it in the chat. I'm like, that's not true. That's fake news, man. He ain't leaving, bro. His dad's free, fam.
Shall I tell you where it come from? Yeah. I'm just saying that in relation to that, every team has a time. Every team has a time to dominate. You know what I mean, right? And then you get times that you're not dominating and not dominating, and it means that this is what I say to all like freaking Man United fans. What they should do is just be sort of like more concerned about ticking over. Just tick over. Just win sort of like an FA Cup here, League Cup there, try and win a Europa Cup.
They've been doing that though.
Huh?
Man United have been winning the odd cups like every couple of years, but the shitty cups.
No. The problem with Man
but that's what you got to do to tick over because we had to do it. We had to. You know,
so did we.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We had to contain that they win the FA Cups when we could. We had to contend with the League Cups when we could. Europa Cup. Well, UEFA Cup.
Got the Champions League as well, bro.
And then we got the Champions League. But what I'm trying to say that day, what we was doing that day, we was winning little, probably, let's say, I wouldn't say they're meaningless, but some people would say they're meaningless. We was winning little, like, cups at the day along the way. So it wasn't like a culture shock at the day when we finally won something major. Do you understand what I'm getting at? And that's like,
yeah. It wasn't like Tottenham.
No, but the thing is, with when it comes to Liverpool specifically, it's not that Liverpool have completely dropped off like how Man United are. Because if you sit and say between Man United and Liverpool, who won the Premier League last and who won the Champions League last, instantly you're going to say Liverpool. So, like one thing about Liverpool, people got to understand is because Klopp has to be clever with how he can't do what Pep Guardiola does in the sense of if I've got 4 backs that I don't like, I can't go out and buy 4 fullbacks that I want. And the one thing about it is it's a bit weird because Klopp, I'm not sure, and this is the one thing that made me laugh about the Cancelo thing, right? With Liverpool, like the only problem with the owners right now, and if I was a Liverpool fan, is you're not showing any intent. And what I mean by that is at the beginning of the transfer window at the summer, Lavia, for example, he was stated as a 60 mil signing. You lot bid 53. Same thing with us and Cancelo, like
50. It was 50.
Well, 50. Okay, 50.
Yes, 50.
Right, same thing with us with the Cancelo thing. Like, they wanted 100 mil. We bid 65. 20 mil add-ons, whatever. Right. When it come to Liverpool owners were acting like they had no bread. So it was like we had to make a deal to make things work, and this is maybe the disclosure or the transparency about FSG is what gets on Liverpool's fans' nerves. Because how are you trying to tell me that you can't pay 55 or whatever for Lavia, but then you go and build 110 mil on Cancelo? Are you trying to deceive the fans? Are you trying to like what are you trying to feed us here? You know what I mean? You've led us because I'm not being. I never blame when it comes to transfers. I never blame fans. I always blame the club and how things are handled. And in the terms of that, I understand why that Naz's mate Hassan is so mad at Chelsea because in the terms of signing, but in the transfer window, we got one over you on you, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, in the sense of like we were real. As I've got big respect for Unks, but in the terms of the two clubs, we got both targets when you didn't get any. You got an Endo, smells like out though,
Yeah.
That kind of like it's disappointing.
But then you look at sort of like I always say that we in the transfer window, and yes, we would have liked to have got Caicedo, and I don't think we were too much on Lavia and that we wanted Lavia because I also think that I mean, yes, there was interest in him, you know what I mean, but I think that's probably as far as it went. But I think if we really want them, we would have sort of like say, fuck it, got him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But for the fans though, it's harsh for the fans because they're uncertain if the club's actually going to try and do what they're winning. Because don't get me wrong, you did have look at Slobosly. I don't think anyone can't argue that he's one of the best attacking midfielders in the Premier League.
Yeah, he's banging.
That's what I think. That's what I'm getting to. I think really, when you look at it, then when you look at the whole outcome of it, we didn't do too bad.
He did well. We
got Slobosly in, and we got McAllister in. And was it Gravenberch in the name, right? We got them in. We got those 3 players in, obviously, and then you got Endo as well. And then obviously in January we should get like that guy from Brazil, Andre. We should get him in as well. So we haven't done that bad. But what you're saying is true in the end of the day, right? If you've identified a target, yeah, and this is supposed to be your target, and now what you then do in the day, right, is you go out and get that target.
Done, exactly.
Whether it's like a Lavia or whether it's like a Caicedo, you go out and get that sort of like target. So really and truly, let's say for instance, they sort of like, Chelsea's like they bid sort of like said, right, 115 million in a thing now. What you then probably should have done, so right, we'll give you 120. If you really want that player, we'll give you 120. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm getting at?
Make him turn his head. Yeah,
and just close it and done.
Show that desire, exactly. Show that desire, exactly.
Yeah, I hear you. I feel you 100%. Do you know what I mean? But I think where I look at, I don't feel so bad because of the players that we got in. Do you understand?
Yeah. And your attack in the Premier League is just ridiculous, by the way.
Yeah, you got to do well everywhere. Premier League, Europa Cup. You're gonna.
I've been watching Gravenberch today everything like since Ajax days, yeah. And I said, yeah, man, this is a midfielder I want in my squad, and everything like that. So when I heard it the day, that sort of like, you know what, in the day, you know, this can actually happen. I was over the moon, mate. I was over the moon. I kind of like literally at the day forgot about the Carcedo thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap it up at the day. It's been a really good show today. I'm definitely doing this next week. I hope to have your company next week, Wolf, next week, at the same time. You know what I mean?
I'm not working because my work schedule is, I think Thursdays I'm off. I'll have to have a look. I'll tell you what, I'll get in contact and answer you by maybe tomorrow because I need to see how they've real. Because I've literally just started new work with a new schedule, so I'm a bit. Yeah. If I think either Wednesday or Thursday would be great. One of those 2 days is fine.
Yeah. So
I'm working Mondays.
Tony's come back in.
Where is he?
Yeah,
bless him.
Tony, we're just
Tony's back. No problem.
We're just about to leave, but
okay.
Listen, just before you go, tell everybody what you got coming up and where they can find you.
See ya, guys. Of course, I'll be out this weekend. If not, me and Wolfang Division should have been having our watch along on my channel. But I don't know. I think it depends on when he has a watch along on his channel. So I will be there. Maybe on Sunday. I should be there on Sunday. If Chelsea's playing on Sunday, I will be on Wolfang's Division
I'll
channel.
tell you right now. I'll just carry on doing
Yeah,
your thing.
yeah, definitely. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I'm bringing in Ola of the Fight Week show. Ola of the Fight Week show is gonna be down there with me on Tuesday.
Nice.
On Wednesday, it's gonna be me and Nas's new show. See, Anfield
Football
Rodz.
Fever.
Bro, we might bring you there. We might bring you there on Wednesday.
Yeah, you might have to call new Rodz.
So
Wednesday night.
we might just have to put you up, for the chop on Wednesday.
Listen,
so Nas will tell us what to do, but
no, get in contact with me. Get in contact with him from that, right? And you know, at the day, I've always got time at the day for you and for Nas. So listen, at the day,
good.
Me and I'll be there. You know what I mean?
Man.
Good, I might have to go before or whatever, but listen, shout me and I will be there, my friend.
Yeah, sure. It might even be the four of us. We might even, throw a little bit of a nickel and, give Wolf the bone, yeah? And, like, give the bone, and then he'll be like, show up. He might show up at my Thunders in a four-man tag team on Wednesday. So join me, yeah? Join me and Nas, my brother, for that one because it's our new show. It just started last week. This past week we didn't do any show because of the international games going on. So, but this week Premiership is coming back. So on Wednesday, me and Nas will be hitting that one, and then watch along with if it's on Sunday with Wolf, and of course it's always transmitted to Nas's channel also because we are working him and
streaming
Wolf
everywhere these
together too. So you'll be catching me, Nas, Wolf doing lots of stuff, and of course Anfield Rodz, man. I don't know your schedule. You're now big time now, man. The subscribers are increasing, the people are increasing, the money is increasing. See, yeah, bongo on these people. Yeah, see, my brother. Brother, listen. Listen, See, subscribe, yeah. Subscribe to Anfield Rodz channel, yeah. Support this channel, guys,
Share it around,
Support
man.
this channel. Show this channel some love, some more love, yeah. Of course, I started with this brother, and anytime I come down here, I'm very happy. Mostly when I see someone like Nas, big respect,
Big
yeah.
up, man.
Big respect to you, Nas, man. Big ups. That's what I got coming this weekend. This week, so catch us up soon, yeah.
Hey, shout your channel out. Shout your channel out, brother.
Yeah, my channel is Tony Cloud Gunner TV. Guys, come and show me some love on my channel. Yeah, come show me some love. These are the people you will see on my channel. Wolf is always on my channel. I'm always on his channel on his watch alongs. Also Nas, yeah, come catch me and Nas too. Nas also has a good channel too. He's trying to bump that channel up
Yeah,
too.
starting it
Come
all
check
over
him out
again.
too. Come show him some love. Show Anfield Uncle Rod too some love too, and come show me some love on Tony Cloud Gunner TV. Come subscribe to that channel. Yeah, big up to you people, man.
Big up, man.
Much love.
Listen, Wolf, you're up, man. What you got coming up?
Yeah, I've just checked the schedule. You'll probably find me jumping on Tony's channel. At, was it 5:30 on Saturday? No, you guys, your
On
game.
Saturday, I'm traveling
Yeah.
on Saturday. It's only on Sunday, so we're not
Well,
going to be having that show.
Well, no, yeah, because the
Yeah.
Chelsea and Arsenal games are both on Saturday. But
On Saturday.
so in that case, you could probably if Tony can find the time, because
It'll
I think
just be me and you on Saturday, mate.
it looks like
Yeah,
we're running solo. It looks
Mm.
like we're running solo. But yeah, you can catch me and Nazi. I think me and Naz are going to talk about
Big up, Tough, man.
for the next coming
Yeah,
week.
we're gonna do a preview show, I think, on
Yeah.
Thursday. Probably have JP and Dills, and then we're gonna do the watch along on Saturday, hopefully, right?
Yeah, because I do it with our little community, all things Chelsea, because we've got a lot of our blue brothers down there. And obviously, hey, if Anfield Rodz wants to jump on the watch along as well, I'm not sure if he does
100%.
longs, but it'd be a pleasure to see you. And obviously, it's my first time on your channel. Thank you very much. You can catch me at Wolfang Division. And just big up Uncle Rodz for having me on, man. It's been a pleasure. It's been a nice conversation. Good chat. Thanks, man. Much love.
Listen, you're welcome anytime, my brother. You're welcome anytime.
Cheers, Unks, man. Big up.
You're good, man. Trust me. What time's your game on Saturday?
5:30.
Who you
5:30.
Who you got?
We got Newcastle.
Newcastle, bro.
Oh, Chelsea have all these big games coming up, man. What is going on?
Big up, Phil, man. Thank you for that.
I'm jumping on. I'm jumping on, man.
Big up, Big Bill.
Yeah, do that, man. Do that. We'd be happy to have you, man. We're a community as well. We branch up. We have a Man United fan there called Fuzzy. We have a Forest fan called Yeti. We're just branching out and doing our own thing, man.
We've got every type of fan. Like we even got Tottenham fans.
That's good.
Not Deji though.
I didn't even say that.
No, I got bad luck for Deji. I'm always bantering him, man.
Big up Deji, man.
No,
Spurs deluded we are.
OG, man, what you got coming up, and let me know about each other. Remember tomorrow evening we got the red and blue show tomorrow evening.
Yeah. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m.
9.
9, yeah, even better.
Yeah, 9 p.m. We got the red and blue show.
Big up.
Lee Meadows from Guna Gathering. He's coming on the show. Nice guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nice guy. Yeah.
Oh, wait, man, kick it away. Name out each channel and obviously what you got coming up.
Yeah, CFCOG literally there on the same on the Twitter handles. Love to the chat as well. Thanks for subs and
Big up everyone,
just
man.
doing more football stuff, man. More shows with everyone. Gonna start coming to more of the bigger channels, you know, NAF, Never Foul, was it? Mo's channel's a new one. Hassan, I always do the halftime call-ins on his show. And yeah, we're gonna get him on here. We'll just do more shows, man. All of us mixed and matched, man.
The gas merchant of somewhere.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Listen, as I said, guys, we've got the red and blue show on tomorrow. We've got that on tomorrow evening with Lee Meadows from Guna Gathering. Chelsea OG, the co-host, and that's tomorrow evening. Wednesday, I will be doing a prediction show on Wednesday, predicting sort of like the results of the game, because we've got a fantasy league going off, and so we're
nice.
Yeah, fantasy league, and at the moment, and I'm second at the moment. We've got like a Luton Town supporter, Tyler. He's first. He's very good. You know. But yeah, so I'll be doing the prediction show on Wednesday. Then Thursday, should be doing the Red Reasoning show on Thursday. But I'm not too sure because I'm trying to wait for Patrick to get back to me to find out which day he wants to do obviously the preview for the match on Saturday. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, because we've got the 12. So I've asked him whether he wants to do it either Thursday or Friday. So you know what I mean.
Bro,
so
you're streaming every day, bro.
Either way, you're gonna get a show. And some days,
I love it. I'm not gonna lie.
Some days you might get two shows in one day. You never know. You know what I mean? Depends how sort of like what I'm doing.
That's what's going in, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I support that, man.
Wolf, tell Philip where he could find your channel. He's been looking
Yeah.
for your channel, but
Yeah, you smashed the
he
ants,
can't
mate. You
find
haven't
it.
smashed
He said, "I've
the
just looked
bloody
for Wolf's
channel
channel, but I
link.
didn't find it." So
You've got that
No,
man.
no.
Nice.
If you
Big
scroll
up,
up,
man. Safe for that, man.
if you scroll up, there should be a link in the chat. Actually, I believe Ravi put one in there earlier. If not, just put Wolfang Division in the search bar. It will come up. So just spaced out.
Division. Yamcha.
shout out Liverpool 12th man too, man. That's a great guy too, man. Me and this guy, we've
Yeah,
had
12 man's a G.
legendary.
I love it. When you come
Oh
on.
my God. You need to check out me and his show and Uncle Rodz. Man.
Smash the likes up, by the way, for
Rodz.
Uncle, by the way. Class shows, by the
Uncle
way.
Rodz, I'll never forget what you've done to me, man. You've done me real bad.
I thought you said done for me. Man said done to me. Listen, that's
Oh
I'm gonna find that
my God.
shit.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Rodz
that's
has shown me in
pause.
Africa, he had shown me Pepe.
Listen,
all right, okay.
He
listen.
had
Back to the
shown
room.
me Pepe.
You know, we're
Alright.
practicing that, right? Yeah. You also love to this man here from day one. I've always shown love to him. But when he gets out of hand and everything, like, you have to put it back in place. You know?
Exactly.
Slap
He's
him back
the
down.
Rodz.
Slap him back down.
Rodz, you.
Know your place,
Now,
boy.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Tony's a
Big ups
great,
everyone that joined today. Big ups to you. Yeah.
Big up,
he's
man.
a great guy and everything that, right? And have it not be, I want to have it be said that he's not. He's a really great guy. Especially when, do you remember that guy said he's going to come and cook you? And I brought him on a show and everything that.
You're showing, bro. Tony, man. The way you affect
The
people.
guy was so disrespectful to Rodz.
No,
Rodz.
the man on my show. I went on his show.
Rodz went light on him actually at first, but he started acting up and then Rodz just
because what it was today, he came to cook you, so I want you to deal with it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? If you come for me and everything like that, then you'd be different matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh no, he went for you. That's blessed, man. Hey, come from me though. That's different.
No, he cooked him.
Can't tame a tiger.
Tony done well that night. He cooked him. There's nothing that I could say it and they Tony cooked him. But what it was, I was on his show. Yeah, I was on his show and everything like that. And he tried it on his show. He did try it on his show. And I had to I put him back in his place, right? But then he was saying how he can cook Tony and everything like that, right? And Tony's no problem to him and he's delusional. That's all right then. All right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just yeah, why not everything that, brother? When he come on the show, for him, Tony finish with him and everything that, right?
Thank you.
He's not coming for you.
Finish with him.
Bro, he came for me, man. Thanks, Philip Bidwell, man. Thanks for subbing to Wolf Channel, man. God bless you. Everyone who have come to this show, man. God bless you guys. You guys are the real heroes. You guys are the real heroes.
Made it good.
Please keep supporting this channel.
Philip's a cool guy, man. He's a really cool guy. You see, that's what I'm trying to say in everything that when I do my shows and everything that, right? Me and like Tony will go at it sometimes, right? But we're the best of friends. Trust me, we are the best of friends. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And I always surround myself with people in the day that sort of kind of like, you know, that I can get a decent conversation out of. You understand what I'm getting at? You know what I mean? That's why I always have you guys on my show. Right, with that, I am going to make a move now. And don't forget, guys, if you're gonna watch this on a replay, yeah, man, big up Fuzzy, Fuzzy World. Make sure you like.
Hey, big up Fuzzy, man. Safe. G for the super chat.
He's a G, and make sure you guys go over to LRFC Forever. That's his channel. Go over and hit a like and subscribe. He does daily shows in the afternoon day, right? And he's very good at what he does, and he works freaking hard. You know what I mean? You know, he's an African brother of mine. You know what I mean? And he's obviously African brother. You guys didn't fit that because
he's Somalian brother, man. That's my G, bro. I need to do. We spoke time ago. I need to do more with him.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy, man. He's a really good, nice guy. Yeah, Wolf, that'd be a great guy to get in your channel one time. You know, Fuzzy. You know what I mean? So I'll make the link.
More the merrier, man. As I said, to build links, bro. So the more the merrier. They
You
appreciate
know
it.
what? Like, if I bring you people, I ain't gonna bring you no idiot people. I'm gonna bring you some real G's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't doubt it, man. As long as they can speak football in the car,
Yeah.
I'll talk with anyone, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But I'm not gonna bring you no idiot and no disrespectful people. I'm gonna bring you some real G's. You know, some real.
Likewise, sir. Likewise.
Bless up,
Likewise.
guys. Yeah, so if you're gonna watch this on a replay, please like and subscribe, and then to sort of like might as well feeling around his background thing. Like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, hit me up in the comment section. Let me know how you think the show went. Let me know your views on what we talked about this evening, and also as well subscribe to CFC OG. Subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to Tony Claude's channel. Yeah. And also subscribe to Wolfgang's channel as well. Make sure you support all these three guys' channel because they work extremely hard to bring you good entertainment. Do you understand what I'm saying? So support these guys and get them up to sort of like the levels of what they should be at. Do you know what I mean? You know, get them up there. You understand what I'm saying? You know, but like I'm going to go now. All I've got left to say, because I'm gonna make something to eat. I haven't eaten all day, man. Now I've had one egg sandwich. That's it. Egg sandwich.
Jeez, bro.
Egg sandwich and a cup
Go
of tea.
yam down something good, man.
His belly lick off.
You know what? That's what's funny to me now.
Pray for him. Pray for him. Pray for him.
This guy here, I'm glad that you brought him in here tonight, man. He's a good guy, man. He's a G. He's a G. Listen, guys, peace, love, and respect. That's the order of the day. Take care. See you guys soon. Bye bye.
Big ups.